Welcome to Mr. S Travel Quest. My name is Nick.
I'm Ruth.
And we're a channel that focuses on Texas state parks and beyond. Today we're going to highlight 10 lesser known Texas state parks worth traveling to. Come join us. Caprock Canyon, located in Kittiquah, Texas, and where the bisons roam. Caprock Canyon has over 90 miles of trails for hiking, bike riding, horseback riding, and scenic drives. Caprock Canyon is one of our personal favorite parks. While everybody's rushing to Palo Duro, Caprock Canyon is a little underrated in my opinion. It's a hidden gem. It has over 90 miles of trails, not crowded, and of course you see bisons roaming the park, which is amazing. The colors of the canyons are amazing too. Orange, red, white, beautiful, tons of scenic views, and it's a great park.
I think the best part of this park is as soon as you go through the gates, the bison are already waiting there for you. And you see them everywhere. You see them on the trails. You see them walking down the street. So
have your cameras ready.
Yeah, make sure you have your cameras ready because they're, as soon as you see them, you're gonna think, oh my gosh, I gotta get a picture of them. So have your cameras ready, and definitely a hidden gem in Texas.
Refuge on the River. South Llano River State Park is located in Junction, Texas. Many folks come here to swim, paddle, and fish on the South Llano River. This park doesn't have a huge crowd, which is nice. It's also an international dark sky park. South Llano River State Park is a beautiful park. It has over 22 miles of hiking trails. But you know what? We didn't go there really for the hiking. We went there to float the river, for tubing. The water is crystal clear. And every time we've been a couple times this year, it's never crowded.
We love this park so much that we've actually taken a day trip. I think we got off of work on a Friday, right after work. We jumped into our vehicle and headed out there. It's just a really nice park. I mean, for hiking too. The views are amazing. Just floating down the river. I mean, that's a big Texas thing. You know that, guys. So this is a really nice park, a little hidden gem off of I-10 that will give you that experience without having to float for hours. If you just want to do a really short flow, it's what, maybe 20 minutes? You get off, they take you back around, and you can do it all over again.
Stories in Stone, Seminole Canyon, located in Comstock, Texas. The big draw here is the ancient rock art left by ancient man. The pictographs tell stories that we still try to understand today. If you visit a park, take one of the tours to see the rock art up close. Seminole Canyon State Park, it's a beautiful park. It's located kind of near Del Rio. Once you get to the park, we did the tour, and the tour is about $8. It's worth doing. You see, that's the only way you're gonna see the rock art up close. It's a little different from Waco Tanks. Waco Tanks, you don't really have to do a tour to see it, but for this park, Seminole Canyon, you have to do the tour.
Yeah. You do have to go down a lot of steep stairs, but it's worth getting to. We saw people of all ages doing it. They, you know, everybody stays in a group, and we all helped each other down the stairs. But definitely worth going down there. We did hike, and if you watch the video that we did on this park, we didn't make it all the way to the Rio Grande, but we made it halfway, and that was because we didn't take enough water and enough sunscreen, and I think we didn't have a hat. So it was really hot, and it was March, I think. It wasn't even summer yet. So it gets really hot out there. So make sure that you take plenty of water. And I think we're gonna definitely have to go back and finish that and make it all the way to the Rio Grande. But you can still see the water if you just go through the bridge. You can still see it all. But definitely worth saying that you got to the end of the canyon to see it.
Waco Tanks Sacred Desert Sanctuary. If you love rock climbing, hiking, and history, this park's for you. The tours are well worth it, and you get up close to see the pictographs. This was one of the harder parks to get into. They only allow 70 people per day to enter the park. If you're in El Paso, you have to visit Waco Tanks. Waco Tanks State Park is one of my personal favorites. If you love history and you love Native American history, you definitely want to check this park out. The tours are only $2. How can you beat that? You get up close. When you do the tours, you get up real close to the rock art. There's a guide that takes you along right up to where the wall is. Tours around 3 hours. They have a longer one, but you have to call ahead and reserve that. But this is one of the harder parks to get into. I had to call for a couple days to get reservation. They only allow 70 people into the park. It is sacred ground.
Well, I think that's just part of going to that park, is not raising your voice, just having a positive attitude, not being disrespectful. They consider this a very sacred land. So that being, the park is beautiful. When you drive up to it, it's like you're on a different planet. Like it looks like a rock that you've never seen before. It's like something from an alien ship or something. But we had a really good time there. For it being so little, it's definitely a hidden gem in Texas that it's a must. You have to go to this park.
You have to check this one out. So check out Hueco Tank State Park. There's another park that's in El Paso, Franklin Mountain State Park, located just 15 minutes from El Paso. This park is great for rock climbing and hiking. Franklin Mountains has over 100 miles of hiking trail to explore. This park has some beautiful scenic views. Franklin Mountains, you can explore the abandoned tin mines, which is the only tin mines in the United States. Make sure to bring a flashlight if you want to venture in. All right, Franklin Mountain State Park, it's a beautiful park. We spent a few days in El Paso and we wanted to check this park out. So we did the Aztec Trail and the Tin Mines. The Tin Mines is the only tin mines in the United States. We hiked 3 miles there, 3 miles back. But once you get there and you find the mines, it's almost like a movie. We ventured as deep as we could. All we had was our phones for a flashlight. Wasn't the greatest flashlight. What do you think?
If you're brave enough to venture in.
Yeah.
I wasn't brave enough.
Well,
I don't, even if I had a flashlight, I don't know if I would have been brave enough. He really wanted to go deep in. But it's definitely a hike that you won't forget, especially when you get into the tin mines. Now on the other side of the mountain, about 9 miles on the other way, hiking over the mountain, you find the Aztec Trail. And we didn't hike the 9 miles. We actually went around the mountain in our vehicle.
Well, there's over 100 miles of hiking trails. You definitely want to spend a few days. You're not going to knock this out over a weekend. But since it's in El Paso, Hueco Tanks, and Franklin Mountains, you can do 2 parks while you're there. Franklin Mountain State Park, the Aztec Trail is amazing. It's a short hike, but you're gonna get a workout. The elevation, it's a slight elevation, and towards the end of the trail, it does get a little rocky. So you might fall down. I know we fell down a few times.
It's definitely a hike you can take with your family. You just have to be very careful once you get to the top. It's really steep. The rocks are really loose, but as long as you have the right shoes and plenty of water, it's a really nice view and it's a really nice trail.
Yeah, and that's another thing that you brought with the water. There's no shade at this park. You're pretty much in a desert. You see a lot of cacti. There's no trees, but the views are amazing. And some parts of the park, you can kind of see El Paso in the background. Worth checking out. We'll have the full review in the description if you want to check it out.
It's definitely a hiker's park.
Blanco State Park, located in Blanco, Texas. Swimming, 2 small hikes, and a great family park. Come for a picnic or afternoon swim. This is a small park near Fredericksburg. It only has 2 small hiking trails. It's a great place to cool off during the summer. Blanco State Park, what do you think about that park?
The first thing I think about is swimming. When we went, it was summertime, and so there was a lot of families out there picnicking and swimming. As soon as you come in, it's just, the water looks great.
Blanco State Park is a wonderful park with 2 small hiking trails and swimming. You can't beat that. There's no bad spot at this park. This park is kind of under the radar. Of course, on the weekends or during holidays, it might fill up, but during the weekdays, park's pretty empty. So if you're in the area near Fredericksburg and you wanted to cool off during the summer, check out Blanco State Park. Old Tunnel State Park. Bats that come out during May to October near Fredericksburg get a chance to see over 3 million Mexican free-tailed bats emerge from an old railroad tunnel. It's a sight to see and worth checking out. The park is open free daily from sunrise to 5 p.m. Old Tunnel State Park is the park that we recently visited. and it's amazing. There's only one small hiking trail, the Loop Trail, but we came to see the bats emerge. Old Tunnel State Park is worth checking out. If you want to see 3 million bats emerge over an old railroad tunnel, you got to check this one out. There's 2 sites. There's the upper deck and the lower deck. We chose to do the lower deck because it's closer to the tunnel, and at 7 o'clock, the bats start to emerge and 3 million bats do come out of this cave. To me, it's under the radar. Not too many people talk about this park, and it's kind of a seasonal park because if you want to see the bats, they only come out during May to October.
And you might think you never want to see 3 million bats emerge from a cave, but you do. It's definitely a hidden gem, especially if you're in the area of Fredericksburg.
Monaghan Sandhill State Park is one of our favorite parks. It's a fun park. There's no hiking involved. You can rent sand discs at the park for like $6, and some of these dunes get pretty high. If you're in Midland, Odessa area, definitely check this one out.
Well, you say there's no hiking, but there's definitely some hiking involved going up and down those dunes. It's a workout. Running in that sand, going down the dunes, going up the dunes, fetching your sled. It's a huge workout when you're out there, but it's definitely fun. And there's sand everywhere. Make sure you take your water because you definitely need to wash off. It's so much fun. We saw people doing different activities. They were cooking out. There were some reenacting Star Wars, fight scenes, sledding. It's just a lot of fun to go out there. It's definitely a gem. It's definitely a surprise seeing all that sand.
Caddo Lake State Park, an East Texas treasure. Kayak or canoe under the large bald cypress trees. Caddo Lake is something you have to experience. The calm and quietness of the lake as you're surrounded by bald cypress trees is a must. Caddo Lake State Park is a must visit, and if you love kayaking or canoeing, you have to check this one out. We all went, we canoed for a good hour and a half, and we enjoyed it. This is kind of far from where we are. It's like a 7-hour drive. So when we left the state of Texas and came back, I decided, hey, let's just make a quick day trip and check this park out. It's a beautiful park. For me, it's underrated. I don't see too many people talking about it or highlighting this park, but if you're in the area, you have to check this one out.
Yeah, it's definitely, I'm not sure if it's a hidden gem. If you live in East Texas, then you know all about Caddo Lake. But for us in West Texas, it's definitely a hidden gem. It's a lesser known park to our side of Texas. But if you live close by there, you're really lucky. We hiked all the trails. It was really shady, really nice. And we did it in the summertime. Mm-hmm. We did all this.
It's not too bad.
The hiking wasn't too bad. And we did it at maybe 2 in the afternoon when the sun is really hot. And it was still okay for us to go out there and hike. But definitely take your family out there. It's worth the drive whatever part of Texas you live in. It's definitely worth that drive.
Monterey State Park recently opened back up and we took the whole family. The water is crystal clear. You're swimming with fishes and it's almost 30 feet deep. You have to check this park out. There is no hiking in this park, only swimming. But if you want to hike, the Davis Mountain State Park is about 30 minutes away from this park.
Well, we had been waiting 2 years for this park to open back up. I think we checked like every month, right? We checked the website every month. And as soon as we heard they were opening back up, we booked it. First day, opening day. So that made it super exciting. But it's definitely a gem in Texas because it's in West Texas. It's in West Texas, and it's one of the biggest spring pools in Texas. So, you get to scuba dive, you get to do all kinds of activities in that pool. It's large enough for everybody. So, and you get to see the mountains in the background. That's one of the best parts.
You're surrounded by mountains, which is pretty cool. Monterey State Park, you have to check that one out. It's a must visit. And you know what? It's a hidden gem.
It's a hidden gem. Take your coolers, take your floaties.
You can have a picnic. I know when we went, we brought everything and we stood at the park all day.
Yeah. So definitely bring your whole house. Stay out there all day and have a good time.
Yeah. Those are our 10 amazing, lesser known Texas state parks worth traveling to. Have you been to these parks before? Let us know in the comments. Did we miss anything? What parks would you add to this list? We would love to hear from you guys. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe to the channel, Mr. S Travel Quest, to learn more before you visit a Texas State Park. We're almost at 2,000 subscribers. Can you believe it? Thanks to you guys.
Yeah, thanks to you guys. So if you haven't yet, click that subscribe button and turn on your notification bells. And guess what? Always leave comments. We love to hear from you. You have some great comments, guys, and keep them coming.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.